Yes. The summer you realized the farther. Happy witching hour. It's High Priestess Jamila. Hello. Hi. I'm here to make graveyard dirt at the witching hour. Okay. Hello to the chat. I'm not wearing my glasses, so if I can't see you, then hello to everybody. If somebody is in here with a wrench, if you have somebody in here going crazy, acting crazy, just block them, okay? Seriously, because, honestly, I'm going to say this for like the 99th million times. This is a channel for witchcraft and divination. There's no funny games. There's no crap. We are 1000% in love with our witchy selves. Even though we respect Jesus Christ, we do not hide behind him. Seriously. So, I may be a little raunchy in this one because, of the current energies, and we are making graveyard dirt, which, of course, my energy is very peaceful. It can change during this. And so, let's get started. I want to talk about graveyard dirt. Let's talk about graveyard dirt real quick, and then we're going to get into why I'm making it. So graveyard dirt traditionally is, borrowed or gifted from a cemetery. And it's used for various purposes in witchcraft. It can be used for love work. It can be used for money work. It can be used for cursing. Ending negative cycles. I think that graveyard dirt, as well as black salt, are two of the most important ingredients that you can use. But I feel that when you have to use graveyard dirt, there is a situation going on that is, it just needs to end. It just, endings. You know how when you're thinking, when is this going to end? When does it end? You know what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me check something real quick. Okay. My smile kind of looks jokerish tonight. And one side of my face is a little swollen because I've got some dental stuff going on. So it's kind of probably, yeah. Which that will even end too. A lot of the issues that we're having are caused by stress stressful situations. And I think we all have situations going on in our lives that need to be ended, and they need to be ended quickly. You know, especially when it comes to, I believe, and like, seriously, I believe that there are some people who are trying to form these karmic cords with you in this life, people that you don't recognize at all. Um, the energies and the things that have been happening just to me personally and professionally, the energy from what you can hear is that, you know, some of these entities feel as though if I can't connect with you somehow, I am going to die. Like it, and it's just like, you may have other plans. That's too much. Like, all of us are carrying the ancestral karmic energy from family, from our ex-husbands, from our ex-wives. And who has that, you know? And so a lot of us are smart enough to know that it's important to have priorities. And I realized that something needed to be done when you could see, obviously, and you can feel it in spirit. These people are trying to connect with you every single day. So the purpose of this graveyard dirt is to end it. You know, just to end negative cycles. I don't want to hear about you. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to be involved with you. I don't even care if you have the same background. Like, there's a lot of us that are connected with Norse Viking. There's a lot of us that are connected to the Celtics. There's a lot of us that are connected with, you know, just all different ancestors or gods. And that doesn't mean that we have to be involved for God's sakes. I don't even have to think about you. And so it's so annoying. It is. It's annoying. It's stressful. It sucks. And like, I'm going to tell y'all something. They suck because what they will do is they will have the nerve and the audacity to sit up there and go, oh, well, you know, you're practicing that witchcraft. You're evil, which they're evil too. Okay. The only difference is that they may have an evil eye curse on them that's causing them to constantly reference you, constantly speak your name. They're hypocrites because if you call on Jesus' name and ask for a result, you're doing witchcraft. All of us are doing witchcraft. I don't care what nobody says. But they want to talk about witchcraft. Okay. You're lucky that we just want to curse you. You're lucky that we don't show up and blow you to smithereens. Because that's what we could do. That's what could happen. We are giving you grace and blessings by just trying to do this the peaceful way. Witchcraft is the peaceful way. Hello? Blessed be. That's the peaceful way. The non-peaceful, destructive way, because, you know, some people want to keep bothering you and keep doing stuff, and they want to go back and forth because they want to make sure. It's like, what am I supposed to do in this lifetime? Am I supposed to get up every goddamn morning and deal with you? And a lot of us, because I have a 20-year work history in the workforce for 20 years. And when I decided to start my own business, I wanted to get the hell away from office politics and all of that. And they're doing it everywhere anyway. And it's annoying. It's annoying. So you're lucky that we are doing this work on you instead of coming and ending your life and saying, screw it. If I can't actually enjoy my life and have security and stability, and you're going to constantly do these things to me, then I could blow you the fuck away. I can't monetize this. That's okay. So witchcraft is actually the peaceful way of doing it. And I think the reason why they get kind of weird about when we mention graveyard dirt and stuff like that is because they know that the things that they have done has been harmful, and they know that they probably deserve to die for the things that they have done. Hello? So, we're going to make some graveyard dirt. And I've got all of my stuff here. Make sure that y'all hit that thumbs up because it lets my spirits know that you are not here as an adversary. Otherwise, it's just going to go on and on and on. Okay? Yeah, seriously. I could have been like I was in a previous life where if somebody said something to me or looked at me wrong, I'd blow them away. But I'm not that person. Okay? So I've got like all of this stuff down here. I've got a plate. And I'm going to try to move my candelabra out of the way so this is not causing a glare and then being disrespectful. Who are you to think that you can just disrespect somebody? If you're going to be around, if you're going to be speaking somebody's name, you need to speak it with respect. Our gods and goddesses are tired of it. Stop being disrespectful. Stop being disrespectful. Okay? Did your mother ever teach you that if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all? Guess what? Don't say it at all. Just shut up. Okay? Just shut up. All right. So I was going to use just 2 key ingredients in this graveyard dirt. That it's a substitute. Okay? It's a graveyard dirt substitute that I have been told will be just as effective, if not more effective in certain situations. Very similar. If you guys didn't see the reading, the divination that I did on it, it's going to have very similar results. The only difference is that I think that not having the energy from certain spirits from a graveyard would actually be more helpful. Okay. So that's how my spirits said it to me. And so you can actually go to Botanicas, you can go online and you can actually purchase authentic graveyard dirt, or you can purchase more so of the graveyard dirt that is made. Now, typically whenever people make substitute graveyard dirt, they use things like patchouli, they use things like coffee, Malayan leaf, even sometimes sage. Okay, I am a eclectic witch, and I believe in creating things. So this is an aspect of my creativity that I'm doing, brought to me by my spirit guides that wanted me to make this graveyard dirt. Okay, so if you don't agree with it, fine with me. Okay, so I got my skull here. And like I said, I was going to use 2 ingredients in this, but I decided to throw some herbs in there. We're going to be throwing 4 herbs, but the main aspects of this is going to be leftovers from our cauldron. Now, the reason why spirits are saying that it's perfectly fine to use this to substitute graveyard dirt is because the cauldron is considered to be earth. So whatever is in here is earth energy. And this is like used up herbs that I've burned, used up, you know, charcoal discs, and it's dirt, basically. And also we're going to be using copal resin will be another key ingredient in this. And then we're going to be using 4 herbs for it as well. Okay, we're going to be using pennyroyal, Malayan leaf, hops, and wintergreen. Now, when I meant to research why spirits wants the hops in it. You know, I usually like to put information either in the video description box or the comment section. I wasn't able to do that, and I was actually kind of late to this live. But you know, I'll figure out why spirit wanted me to use hops in it. It may have something to do with my Irish ancestry, possibly, because you know, Irish people, they drink a lot of beer. They drink a lot of beer, and what do they use in beer? They use hops. I thought about using um, one other ingredient, clove. I thought about using grounded cloves, but I'm going to hold out on that. Now, wintergreen is really good for ending negative cycles, any negative cycles. Okay, but obviously it has other purposes, so that's why we're using that. Pennyroyal is really good for purification, which is why, and then Malayan leaf is also a purifying herb that fights against black magic and keeps away demons. Okay, because honestly, I think that there, especially somebody like me, for some reason, you find yourself feeling used by people that you don't even know. Why are we being used, not compensated, but used and exploited, while people kick at us and gnaw at us for being proud of being witches? It's totally ridiculous. Anyway, so we're gonna get it popping. I got my plate down here. And so the copal resin is one of the most important ingredients in this. I would not make a substitute graveyard dirt without it. Why? Because copal resin is not only good for purification and consecration, but it is also good for contacting spirit. So, for example, the reason why my guides wanted me to use copal is because you can actually use it to call spirits to you. Okay, you can use it to call spirits to you. Okay, disgusting. That's what I'm talking about. Stuff like that. I just put my glasses on and I saw the comments. If anything, I'm not even going to respond. Okay, yeah, that won't be through the playback. Okay, so I've got my little tiny cauldron here for consecration. If you ever see these, I don't really know what brand this is through my supplier, but these are really good because the handle stays cool. Okay, so I'm going to be using this um, for burning purposes. But as you can see in my other medium, it's like a medium to small size cauldron. You can see that there is a lot of dust or dirt in there, a lot of it. Okay, from various workings that I've been doing. And what do you know? I have a matchstick. So I am going to take this. By the way, guys, if you want to buy some of it, it is available to my students and my clients. I don't really put handmade products up on the website. Because why? Because I'm always doing work for people, working with students, and I don't really have time. I don't really have a shipping department. Okay. All right. So you see all that dirt in there. I'm gonna make a good amount of it so that I'll have plenty. Yeah, it's some crazy people. Y'all, crazy people that you run into on YouTube too. It sucks. It really does. I just wish that these people would go find a home. See there, that's dirt. That is dirt. And when you think about it, the dirt that's on the earth, where does it come from? Pretty sure that there's some scientific explanation for it. So I'll probably have better luck with a spoon. I don't have any. Oh, 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 oh. I don't have any spoons around here, so I'm going to take this extra railroad spike. Okay, some of this stuff I can just crush up. Now with my black salt, the way that I made my black salt is that I added water to it because I wanted it to be very black. With this, I'm not going to add salt to it because I just want it to be like dirt. That's, I just want it to be dirt, which is what it is, okay? So I'm going to put a good amount of this on here. In fact, I'm going to put most of this on here, and we're almost at the end. It's just that there's a few chunks in there that I don't want, and I probably should just, you know what? Let's just do this. Let's just do that. Okay. All right, so we have a whole plate full of dirt here, and we are going to consecrate these cauldron drippings. We're going to consecrate them to represent dirt of the earth. Okay, to be used to make a graveyard cemetery dirt substitute. All right, so there's like a whole bunch of different stuff. There's even some copal resin bits in here. I want to kind of keep it as chunky. So I'm going to consecrate it for like probably about a few hours. As long as this log in my fireplace is going, is probably how long I'm going to consecrate it. So a lot of the consecration that I do on it is not going to be done during this live. Okay, it's not going to be done during this live. Okay. But I will do some consecrating for commercial purposes. Here's the one thing that a lot of witches don't want is we do not want the craft to be commercialized too much. Which is why I don't, my videos are not like, what they would consider to be just, oh, it's so professional. I am a witch, okay? And I do this for a living, and so I always like to keep it real, okay? So you see that? That's dirt. Look at all that dirt. Okay, you can't tell me that that's not dirt. Okay. So, when I consecrate things, I have a tendency to use smoke, even smoke from my cigarettes and stuff like that. But we're going to consecrate it to represent dirt, to replace cemetery dirt, to be used for our magical workings, okay? And for some reason, I'm going to start with the hops. We're going to add some hops flowers. Hops, to me, has like a poot smell to it. And I asked if I should use valerian root, and they said no. They said no, not valerian root, but hops. Wow, that was interesting. So we'll use the hops. You know what? That's why I was thinking I could see myself with my cards. I can divinate and ask why they want us to use the hops. Okay, spirit guides, why are we using hops in this mixture? What is the purpose of the hops? What is there a certain energy that the hops is bringing to this graveyard dirt? So I think when there are a couple of videos on here that have substitutes to graveyard dirt, but none of them mention using the cauldron ashes. Okay, so temperance comes up. Temperance that's funny because temperance is the card that comes up when you're dealing with addiction or alcoholism. And then Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. Hey, Jen. And then King of Pentacles. Interesting. Yeah, so what I'm gathering is that the hops is going to bring about the energy of moving past attachments. Temperance, to me, when I see that card, it almost always represents some kind of attachment. So evidently the hops, from what they're telling me, and we got 3 earth cards here, that it's going to help to remove certain attachments, in particular unhealthy ones. Okay, so that's why we're using that. And I'm just going to put that on there. Okay. And what they're telling me right now is that it is actually kind of dangerous to your personal well-being to have an unhealthy person attached to you that they just won't stop. you know okay. And then we're going to go with the penny royal next. And since I don't have a lot of penny royal left, I'm just going to pour the whole thing in here. Okay. Penny royal for purification. And then also penny royal is very good for exorcisms. Which an exorcism is pretty much when you get rid of a bad spirit. Pretty much is what that is. And we're going to put the rest of this mullein leaf in here as well. Oh, I'm hearing sending evil eye spirits away. I think that a lot of us were born with that evil eye spirit on us. For me, I wanted to get rid of it. I had no use for it. And, it just wasn't any purpose. Okay. I mean, of course, you can use it for defense. But I mean, who continuously wants to connect with situations where they have to defend themselves and I don't know, that reminds me of my grandmother. She used to tell me, she was like, if you go on the defense all the time, that kind of makes you look crazy. And she was right about that. So I don't, and then we're going to put in wintergreen for endings, okay? For ending negative cycles. The interesting part is that when I divinate herbs, it will tell me like exactly what it's there for or the energy that it brings. Okay. I'm going to go and wash my hands because you see how my hands are dusty. I will be right back. All right. I'm going to do a little bit of, um, kind of live meditation because I can see that we have some people. We already had a troll in the chat. And my God, Thor, which Thor is like my great uncle. He is extremely overprotective of me, and he hates trolls. Thor don't like trolls. For some reason, Thor has an issue with trolls. So there was a troll in here. And so whenever I do anything, this is not done with anybody else on YouTube, possibly because I'm black and you know how, anyway, it's a disrespect for, blacks to disrespect each other and they encourage constant disrespect and fuckery and hood boogery. Um, every time I do anything, they have to go through the motions of proving that it doesn't work. But what I do does work because guess what? Regardless of what these people have done, I've still kept it together. I still hold down a household and I still pay my own way. It is disgusting the way that some of the other trolls slash content creators on here have tried to lie to my audience. There were lies and libel that was being told on my spirits just earlier today or yesterday. And they don't like that. They don't like that. They don't like lies being told because that's exactly what a lot of these people are on here doing because they don't want to see people progress. And even if you do progress, they're going to have something to say. But I can assure you that not only is this graveyard dirt going to work, okay, for myself and whoever else decides to use it, but don't become too much of an annoyance. Nobody likes to be annoyed and irritated, constantly being sent this irritating, rageful, insecure energy because, the reason why the god Thor hates trolls is because they're very insecure. Trolls are insecure. A lot of them, especially the trolls that I've came across, they're very insecure. And that's a negative cycle that needs to end. All right, give me a second. I'm going to put on some kind of like some meditation music real quick. Yeah, YouTube is probably one of the most toxic places. And when you have people that just, if somebody doesn't want anything to do with you, just respect it and leave them people alone. And that's why we are going to get into the copal resin. I'm going to use a good amount of this copal resin, okay? Because I have a lot. I have a lot of copal resin. So we're going to use about half of this jar, about that much of copal resin, okay? And I'm going to crush it up really good. So the copal resin is to be able to make contact with spirit, also for purification. I'm gonna grind it up really good. Maybe leave a few chunks in it. Okay. We ask for the spirit of the ancestors to bless this graveyard dirt substitute to be used and consecrated for magical purposes, but mainly to bring death to things, to not give it any more life, to not feed it. Dead it, please. Dead it. To banish harmful spirits forever. To banish harmful spirits quickly. For protection from harmful spirits. Oh, here's another thing. To end and cut any and all spirits and energies from spell work. Whatever spell work that is not wanted or not needed. To bring an abrupt ending. Are you kidding me? That's a good sign, though. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Shit. I think I dripped like one drop of water on it. Get it, kill it, peaceful, powerful, abrupt endings, happy, joyful, new beginnings. Thank you, Goddess. once I'm done with this live, I am going to spend a few more hours, okay, um, communing with certain spirits because I'm also going to consecrate it because it's all purpose. I'm going to consecrate it to bring in spirit energies and spirits of ancestors or deities. Um, so and to be able to contact spirits as well. Okay, so it's not just for endings, but also for because graveyard dirt can be used for contacting spirits, and I think that that's what was exciting about this about this project for me was being able to make spirit contact because sometimes you do need to contact spirits. I do seances. Sometimes spirits need to be contacted for spell work. Sometimes spirits need to be pulled out or pulled in. Okay, so pretty much all purpose. Another thing that I'm going to do with this is I'm going to charge it in the full moon energy. It has been raining cats and dogs for days over here in Georgia. So I had to wait until we have a dry day to where I can charge it for. And I'm going to charge it at night. I'm not going to, I'll decide on if I want to charge it in the sun. Um, I'll decide that. I'll make that decision if I feel like I want to charge it in the sun. But the purpose of it um, is primarily for ending situations that need to be ended. Okay. I'll be right back. I need to wash my hands again. Okay. Wow, that was a wild ride, wasn't it? Okay. Uh, I don't know why once I don't know why my face looks lopsided to me in the camera. And I haven't had a stroke or anything. My one side of my face is kind of swollen, y'all. So it kind of, I don't know. That's weird. Maybe because, hold on, let me see. Nope, I'm fine. Yeah, one side of my face is kind of swollen though, y'all. Um, it'll go down. So anyway, there it is. This is the graveyard dirt. I'm excited to use it. I am. And again, it's not about killing nobody. Um, you know, Here's the thing with me is that, I am a very peaceful person. And no, I don't bother people. I don't bother anybody. I don't bother anybody. I mind my own business. And I don't stalk nobody. I just don't like people having my name in their mouths for any reason. No, I don't think anybody likes that. I don't think anybody likes that. Yeah. So it's pretty much the way that pretty much what it is. Yeah, it's kind of swole right here. It's weird. My face is swollen right here, y'all. And I haven't been in any fights or anything. So I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, thank you for coming. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Um, and hit that thumbs up also, okay? All right, guys, I will catch y'all later. Blessings.